'Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, it's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for Podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then, let me know what you're podcasting all about. Welcome back, class. Today we're heading into the beyond with physics. Hey there, I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this is the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. Every episode we bring you 30 geeky trivia questions to challenge your brain. Over the summer, we're doing an extra episode every Saturday focusing on academic subjects. If you're new here, welcome. You can find rules, score sheets, and past episodes at dorkygeekynerdy.com. Be sure to subscribe on your podcast player to get new episodes as soon as they're released. Pencils and calculators ready? Let's begin. The Dorky Round. Number 1. Who conceived the basic theory of gravity when he was, quote, graced by the falling of an apple, end quote? Isaac Newton. Number 2. Who created the theory of relativity? Albert Einstein. Number 3. What is the highest attainable speed in the universe? The speed of light, exactly 299,792,458 meters per second, or approximately 186,000 miles per second. Number 4. What effect causes southbound moving objects to deflect to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere? The Coriolis effect. Number 5. The cosmic microwave background radiation is evidence of what event? The Big Bang. Its discovery earned Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson the 1978 Nobel Prize in Physics. Number 6. The first ever image of a black hole's event horizon was published on April 10, 2019. Where is that particular black hole? The core of galaxy M87. Number 7. What molecule is abundant in foods and can be efficiently heated by a microwave oven? Water. Number 8. In the geocentric model of the universe, what was the center of existence? Earth. Number 9. Take two spheres with identical volume and different masses. In the absence of air resistance, which falls faster, the lighter sphere or the heavier sphere? In the absence of air resistance, they will both fall at identical rates. Number 10. To a physicist, which way is down? The direction of net gravitational pull. The Geeky round. Number 1. What quantity did Newton assume was identical to mass, but we now know also depends upon velocity? Inertia. Number 2. Which physicist who discovered the electron was also a major promoter of the Esperanto language? J. Thomson. Number 3. What physical phenomenon explains why your legs seem shorter when you are waist deep in water? Refraction. Number 4. What field of physics, formerly known as solid-state physics, describes the way atoms and molecules connect in both solids and liquids? Condensed matter physics. Number 5. Black holes have no hair is a catchphrase to illustrate the fact that black holes destroy almost all information about what falls into them. What 3 quantities are still known about all the material that fall into a black hole? Total mass, net electrical charge, and net angular momentum. Number 6. What 3-word term is used to describe periodic motion? Simple harmonic motion. Number 7. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle applies to many pairs of variables. When a pair of variables is not restricted by Heisenberg's principle, why does the exception exist? The variables share eigenstates in the wave function. Number 8. Which boson mediates the strong nuclear force holding the nucleus together? The gluon, or rather, the 8 different types of gluons. Number 9. What are the 4 forces in nature? Gravity, the electromagnetic force, the weak nuclear force, and the strong nuclear force. Number 10. Which antiparticle was the first to be discovered? The positron. The nerdy round. Number 1. What is unusual about the polarization states of gravitational waves? The polarization planes are not perpendicular to each other, but are at 45-degree angles. Number 2. How has the meter been officially defined since 1983? It is the distance light travels through a vacuum in 1/299,792,458 of a second. We're a little fuzzy on the length of a meter and the duration of a second, but with this definition, the speed of light is an exact measure. Number 3. The Michelson-Morley experiment was designed to measure the speed of what? Although it had major implications for the speed of light, the actual purpose behind its design was to measure the speed of Earth relative to the ether, back when it was believed that the ether exists. Number 4. Who first suggested that particles would have antiparticles? Paul Dirac. Number 5. Which solutions to a Laplace transform are used to describe the shapes of electron orbits? Bessel functions. Number 6. Newtonian mechanics can be described with vector quantities. What 2 mathematical quantities are needed to describe relativistic quantum mechanics? Tensors and one-forms. Number 7. When James Clerk Maxwell published the famous Maxwell's equations, how many were there? 12. Number 8. Gluons have both one color and one anticolor with red, green, and blue, which you would expect to lead to 9 types, yet there are only 8. Which is missing? The green, anti-green gluon. Number 9. What is a helium flash? It is the moment a star runs out of hydrogen to burn, begins to collapse, increasing the internal pressure, and triggers helium fusion instead, expanding rapidly into a red giant star and continuing to shine. Number 10. Who was the first to define the kilogram? Louis Lefebvre Junot in 1799. Pencils down. How'd you do this week? Like the math episode from a few weeks back, this one was mostly written by Blaine Dowler. You should check out his podcasts on math, science, and more at bureau42.com. I'll put up links in the show notes for you. That's a wrap on the Saturday episodes, but fear not, we'll be rolling the academic topics into our usual Wednesday episodes. Head on over to dorkygeekynerdy.com to subscribe and to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We also have a book of the week. This week's book is the Feynman Lectures on Physics. It's a big box set that looks fantastic. Check it out and you'll be helping to support the show. That's all we have for today. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Thanks for listening.